Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of A&C Angling Adventures. Today we are going to be talking some salmon stuff. With it being September and about midway through September when I'm shooting this, we are getting very close to salmon season up here in the big WNY. So I thought it would be a good time to start talking some lures and equipment that you're going to be needing if you're planning on doing some salmon fishing this fall. So we're going to just get right into the lures and stuff like that. So I got here 3 hard baits that you can use. So this guy up here is made by Rapala. This is what is known as a J13. A lot of guys out on the piers, you'll see a lot of people use this out in the piers if you're going to fish salmon out in the piers. A lot of guys will chuck those out there and then they'll just burn them in really fast, and the salmon seem to get really irritated by the coloring and how the action of the lure works, and they'll just kind of smash it out of aggression. And that's really all you're looking to do for them, is to get them to hit out of anger. They're not really eating at this point once they start coming in the rivers and river mouths and stuff like that. Their sole purpose is to go up and spawn, and that's about it. They're not really interested in eating, so all these things here are made to just kind of provoke a reactionary anger strike out of them. So again, that's the Fire Tiger J13. This is an excellent salmon pier casting lure. Highly recommend them. You're going to get a lot of fish on them. You can use them in the rivers if you want to. I just like, when I go up into the rivers, I like to downsize a little bit to the 11. As you can see on them, there is a bit of a different bill on them, so you can see for comparison's sake and stuff like that. You can see the J13's got the bill towards the front, help a dive a little bit more, versus the 11, which is made for a little bit shallower. It's more on the body and not on the body. The bill's on the body and not in the front. So again, I like to use the 13 for off the pier or in the boat, in the river mouths. And then once they're in the rivers, I like to use the 11, which is this guy. And it says right on there, J11. So if you need to know what size they are, the 13s don't, but you can just tell off the 13s that they are like that. And then lure number 2 I'm going to talk about is the Moonshine Glow Spoon. Now, these guys are for if you're going to do any casting off the piers at night. You get one of these guys out there. You use either a flashlight or a UV light. And I would actually recommend you guys do the UV light because they light up a little bit faster. So you got your UV light, and you just shine them on there. Probably can't really tell, but that's glowing right now. I got a picture of it on my phone that I'll put in the video so you can see how they look when it's nighttime and you do all that. And I'll actually do a comparison with the UV flashlight like this versus the regular flashlight in like 5 seconds. There's a huge difference in intensity of glow when you first do it. And you can pick up one of these UV flashlights. I got mine personally from Cabela's. I think I paid like 10-12 bucks for it or something like that. So they're a little bit more money than a typical flashlight, but they definitely will work a lot better at getting your glow spoon to glow quicker and get you out there fishing a lot more. And then probably my favorite is this guy right here. This is an Arctic spinner. So I just started really using these last year for salmon and steelhead both. And I can say that they are definitely going to catch you some fish for sure if you throw them in the right spots and right situations and stuff like that. So this one specifically, I believe I had custom made. So if you go on the Arctic Spinner website, which again I'm going to post pictures of the website, you can make your own custom spinners where you can customize the blade on them, and I'll have that clip up here to show you guys the different color variations. And as you guys can see, there's a lot of different color variations that you can choose from for just your blade color. And then you pick your body color, or it could be I have this in reverse and the body colors first, but it's one of the two. Your body color, which for this case I picked orange, and then the bead color. You can change the bead color too for whatever you want to use them for, whatever color you want. There's a bunch of options for those too. And then there is the skirt color. The specific skirt color here is Fire Tiger. So the whole thing is a nickel blade, orange body, orange bead, Fire Tiger skirt. And then because of my local salmon rivers, you're not allowed to have treble hooks on things that sink like this. I have a single hook on there, which you can also request on your spinners as well. Specific weight for this guy is 5/16 of an ounce. I like the 5/16 more than the 1/4 ounce ones. Let's see if I have a 1/4 ounce one here I can show you. So the one up top is a 1/4 ounce one. The one on the bottom is your 5/16. Now, there's not really much difference in terms of sizing. I mean, the bullet one looks a little bit bigger on the 1/16, obviously. But in terms of blade size and everything like that, they look pretty much the same. No, the blade's a little bit bigger on the 5/16 too. I prefer the 5/16 over the 1/4 ounce, just because the 5/16 you don't need to reel them in as hard. They'll stay spinning longer, it seems like, less startup time for the stuff. It's just my personal preference. It's something that I feel like I've done better with on there. So some colors to use for these guys. I like Fire Tiger for salmon. That's a good color. If you guys actually watch Fish Fray on YouTube, he uses this exact spinner right here, color-wise, for salmon up in Michigan, and he does a really good job. I'll actually link one of his videos down in the description, so that way you guys can check them out. They work on salmon and stuff too. Another good color, as per Doug, the guy that owns Arctic Spinner and makes them for you guys and for us, he says another good color that he gets a lot of orders for are these black nickel. The black nickel one. So it's got the nickel blade, black body, red bead, black skirt. He says that's another good color for when the clear water. He gets a lot of orders for people who have clear water and stuff like that. I like personally, another color I like personally is the white. If you guys have watched some of my steelhead videos from spring, you'll see I've caught a lot of steelhead on this color right here, the white, the nickel, white, red bead, white skirt on there. And then this is just some of the colors that are available for you guys to pick. And again, I'm going to post some other options that you guys can put together on there and stuff like that. But that is a good representation of kind of what he's got on there. He's obviously got more on there, but this is just what I have right now. And actually a thing to know with these Arctic spinners is, if you guys right now, if you guys see me out on the river this year, I will actually have a couple of these to give out to you guys. A huge thank you to Doug for doing that. He doesn't have to do that. I mean, I'm a really small channel, obviously, so I don't really have much sway for him to be doing that for me, but he does it for me anyway, and it's super nice that he did that. So if you guys see me out there, I'm gonna have a couple to give out to you guys. Just say, hey, how's it going, and ask me if I have some, and I should have a couple on me. It's gonna be a first come first serve. It's gonna be one per person. That's just kind of the only fair way I really see of doing that with that. If you guys could go over to Arctic Spinner and check them out if you guys are interested in getting some more, and show Doug some support over there. Again, it's really nice that he's doing that for me and for you guys, just to show him some support as a thank you for being so generous. He doesn't have to do this, obviously, and I'm just very appreciative and thankful that he's willing to do that for me. And these are awesome. They'll catch you steelhead, salmon. My girlfriend's got a lot of bass off of them, so they catch fish regardless if it's salmon or steelhead. They're going to catch you some fish. And Doug makes an excellent spinner for him. It's nice that he allows you to customize. I think he's actually the only place that you can customize your inlines like that right off his website. So that's actually really cool that he allows us to do that. Alright, so that's gonna wrap it up, guys. That's kind of what my short spiel on what to use for lures and stuff like that. So right there, that's basically what I use right there. You could use skein form as well. So that's basically just if you can get a hold of a female salmon, you take the eggs out of her, and you get the membrane and the eggs all in one, and then you cut up in the bait chunks and all that stuff. I don't have any expertise with that, so I'm not going to show any of that. I don't personally do that. It does work very well in certain situations. Again, it's just one of those things that I don't really get access to it a lot, so I don't really do it. But outside of that, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I'll do it for today's video. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in the next one.